Morning, 1st of July 2026. Princess Diana's birthday. The song is Strangers Like Me. Sounds like Phil Collins to me, but I'm not sure. So maybe you're joining a class, people that have something in common with you, you're meeting up. Strangers Like Me. Here we go. Oh, the notes again. South Node. So going back to the past, revisiting the past, something dark, Leo and Virgo, health, maybe. And it doesn't have to be physical health, it can be mental health, financial health, etc. So, the Magician then, 1 and 28, I believe, when I was looking, one of them's at 28 degrees 1. Which one is it? Yeah, Lilith. And we had Lilith in the read yesterday, didn't we? So that's interesting. We won't mention her names as it comes out again. So it's the Magician. Hopefully it's in the uprights and it's about miracles. But if not, it's mind games, confusion, etc. So let's have a look. There he is. So it is criminal activity, mind games, confused mind, mental illness, drug addictions, etc., etc. Negative thought patterns, unreliable, unpredictable friendships and finances, and career. So we've got ourselves in a bit of a pickle by the look of it. Taurus, not knowing our worth or not valuing what we've got, as born in the year of the rabbit, could be very important. So Taurus. South Node is Virgo. So well done, Spirit, because you got that. What's 5th house then? Sagittarius. Learning a lesson then. It's not a good one. We need a new team. We need to build firm foundations elsewhere. If you're just about to start a new business, well done, because Spirit says that's a good idea. It's profit made within the next 3 years from something you have graduated from, something you have learned, but it's with a new team, because the old one didn't work. So it's new foundations. Lovers left the building. There's Pisces. It's a small amount of Pisces, which is your true nerd. So needing to go to the future, not the past. Back to sitting on the fence. If you sit on the fence, you'll miss that opportunity that's behind your back that you're not aware of. Trying to be everything to everyone and not doing any of them very good. Another 2, you're at a crossroads again. And I said we'd keep coming back to this crossroads if we don't get the message. So you must take the path less travelled. You have no other option, or stay on this same path. And the definition of insanity, which is that, is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. The tower must fall. This is a shock. It could be loss of home, loss of career. It's your world is rocked, but from that, something positive comes. So it's a blessing in disguise. 16. So we've got Chris, Mandy and Neil there. And we have enemies, open enemies at that, and we haven't overcome them yet. Those enemies can be your own thoughts, words, or other people's. It doesn't have to be physical people. So we have to be careful of enemies. But it is a war of words or mental mind games so far until this massive blowout, which could be a big argument. Gemini energy is strong. So where's Gemini? Mars is in Gemini, there's the war. Uranus is in Gemini, that's rebellion. Ceres is in Gemini. And it's in the 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams. Yeah, there's gossip here. Immature fire sign energy. You are paying now, karmically, for whatever you did in the past, intentionally or unintentionally. So ready or not, you have to do the right thing. Seven of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles brings you reward in the future for your actions today. So whatever you did in the past, you're reaping the rewards now, good or bad. But what matters is the foundations you place now to reap the rewards later. It's the fairy godmother chucking you off the cliff and saying, time to fly. We don't chop the apple tree down for firewood, so we don't give up. But we do prune away what no longer serves us, the branches that don't give us fruit, and we feed the roots. We are being watched. Big Brother is spying on us. Words and thoughts are very important. Somebody has seen the truth. This could be the reproductive organs, shared resources. We've got Scorpio involved now, all small parts. But Scorpio we've got in the 4th house of home and family life. So it's about joint finances or your sex life. One night stands are possible. No blame, no shame anymore. Stop blaming yourself or others for things. Stop listening to the ghosts of the past, those words and thoughts that are in your head. You can no longer be controlled by those negative speaks, because Spirit are giving you another gift of a new home, a new life, a new foundation. That foundation stone, the Ace of Pentacles, a proposal even, that will pay off within a year. So whatever you're about to start, something new on a different path will pay off. Still though, you sat on the fence, so you haven't made that decision yet, and you will lose an opportunity if you do. Someone here, your enemies, want to win at all costs, and they don't care how they do it. This is the Five of Swords, this is the bloodbath, this is more terrorist attacks, I'm afraid. This is more bloodshed, or it's a very violent argument. 5 weeks. What they don't realise is no one wins this and everyone will regret it. 19, negative energy. Somebody is putting deliberate paths, blocks in your path, keeping you in the dark. Leo energy, 5th house, well done Spirit. Stealing your happiness. So 19 is the only clue we've got. That would be Karen. But it's anybody that lives that number, born on that date, or a date for your diary. Negative energy. Yeah. Unfinished business. Somebody acted in haste and now is repenting at leisure. The Sagittarius energy. So somebody hasn't learned to let go. You have to let go of the outcome. You don't control others. They don't control you. Let go of greed, let go of stubbornness. What's yours will always be yours. You don't have to chase it. It'll come back to you in some form, even if you think you've lost it. So, yeah, stay open. Don't close yourself off. There's depression, deep depression here. Somebody's drained. It says cancer, which is what we're in now. Home and family life. Somebody self-medicating with drink and drugs, maybe. Somebody not in charge of their emotions. Number 10 is positive, a change for the better. I don't see it with who we've got at the minute supposedly coming in, somebody called Andy. Hopefully we'll get a general election instead. But change, fate as a way of turning the wheel in our favour. Chiron, healing, Virgo in the dice. It's Taurus, so that fits, doesn't it? Those in uniform, those with darker complexion, agriculture, the military, police, etc. Uniforms. And injustice. So justice is not served. Legal matters, open enemies, the loins, the marital home, the colon, the prostate. Somebody staying in the comfort zone. So 11 is Casey and Daniel. 13, Nick, Helen. Refusing to transform their energy, refusing to change in any way, shape or form. These people will suffer injustice. Yeah, Judgment Day is coming. Joshua, the Judgment of Solomon. If you don't know it, I've said it before, look up the story. Walls must come down. Those towers must fall. Those ivory towers that you built for yourself have become a prison. It's time to raise things to the ground, to begin again, to rise like the phoenix from the ashes. Number 20. So Terry, Sandra, and Gary. Yeah, because there's a hole in the pit of your stomach you cannot fill, and you never will until this happens. It's feeling lonely in a room full of people, half erased, invisible, feeling a lack of something for at least 5 years. So, South Node then. Retreating to the past, which is never good. In Virgo, the soul has learned how to serve others, to be a doormat in other words, and must take forward its ability to discriminate, leave behind criticalness and the futile search for perfection. And there's the criticalness served by others or yourself. Don't listen to it. There is no such thing as perfect, so don't think that you are, if you're flawed or you feel flawed, that you are not perfect, because you are. The South Node in the 5th house. The challenge is to shift from creating at a biological level to a spiritual and mental creativity. So maybe you can't bear children anymore, but there is still plenty of life there. There may be karma from past love affairs. There you go. Let's have a look at these. So we've got 10, 11, 13, 19, 20. 16, 19, 20, sorry. Very important. 19, 13 and 11 all negative. Ceridon, sorry. Somebody is stirring that shit pot and they should be made to lick the stick. So the gossip maybe. Don't leave other people to do your job. It's time for you to be free, to go with the flow, to connect to the rhythm of nature. This is about the correct astrological timing. So these signs and numbers may be in the chart when this takes place. Hidden matters, the things that go on in the dark, and ecstasy. So drawing Saridan means that you are being put in touch with your feminine side or your wild side, depending on whether you're male or female, with the core of this, the womb or your gut, represented by the cauldron of Saridan. This is the part of you that identifies, from which the spirit of your soul dances in your veins. For some, it's being the woman, the womb, so that's Scorpio, reproductive organs. It means being in touch with the moon, the tides, so 18 may be important, the natural forces of nature, but staying in tune with them, so going with the flow, knowing when the right time is to act, to make the magic, the magician. To change things, number 10, to change. It encourages you to go deep inside yourself, into your instincts, and listen to them. Make sure you spend time outdoors in nature, so you may not have been trusting your own judgment because of something in the past. If possible, if not, you must go there in your mind, but not negatively, in your imagination, because you're not manifesting positively in your imagination. This card strengthens you and your connection to the rhythms of life. Answers will come to you through spending time in nature, in observing the moonlight and the tides. So go outside in the dark, see what so the tides could be the beach, could be animals, birds, insects that you see in the night sky. They are a message from spirit. So take down what they are and put animal totem and the animal or bird or insect, and it will tell you the meaning. The lesson then. So strangers like me, a group activity, a new team. Some people you've got something in common with, not being isolated and alone. Independent self. Stand on your own 2 feet. You don't need someone else to complete you. And it is the orange chakra, which is your gut instinct. Independence is a great trait to develop and nurture, but should not be combined with your ego. We are all social beings and need one another to love and learn from, so strangers like you. Too much independence can create loneliness and inflexible people, which is no way to travel our life's journey. We need to share our experiences with one another in an effort to get the most out of this life. Being controlling or isolating oneself is not enhanced or learning experience along our journey. You have been in the limelight now for some time, and as a result you have become a little self-centered, which is causing a problem for your close relationships. No harm has been done, it's just your friends and family are missing your involvement in their personal affairs. Spend some quality time with your loved ones and listen to what's happening for them lately. You will be surprised that you miss so much of what is happening under your very nose. The catching up will be great and lots of fun and laughter will be had by all. So get out there, socialise. Today then, because I mentioned that, we're going to do these ones. If she comes out, well done, Spirit. If not, you're still perfectly right, as you always are. So oh no, standing stones, number 34. So this is rooted foundation stone, like we talked about. Your ancestors, a gateway to a new world, and sacred things. Some things are sacred. What is sacred to you? Standing stones are found in many locations all over the world. Many theories about what their uses were, and many agree that they are sacred places where one can connect to your ancestors. All those that have gone before have gone back to the earth, taking with them all the lessons learned and becoming a group collective energy. Standing stones are seated within the earth and above the ground, and many contain quartz. There's the quartz, which is known to be an amplifier of energies and also one to help with two-way communications with spirit. Standing stones may be dolems or gateways, and some are burial tombs. Regardless of what shape they take, the earth suggests that sacredness and gateways to other dimensions. In journeying, I have often come across spirals carved into stone, so DNA, if you like, and if I place my hand on them, I am transported to a different location. They are definitely portals of some type and hold incredible energy. On drawing this card, you are being beckoned to contact the elders or ancestors. Guidance from those that hold the knowledge you have not yet come to understand yourself. They may be living or past. They may be your direct lineage or from a group collective. It means a time for seeking knowledge to help you with making a decision or working on an issue that really has you chasing your tail. When we find ourselves on a merry-go-round that we can't seem to get off, it usually requires a different perspective and an outside guidance. So find a place in nature where you will not be disturbed. Place your hand on the ground, hold a stone in your hand, and ask for the wisdom of the ancestors to help you work through what needs to be addressed. Ask for their guidance or help with looking at something from a different angle, or help you grow in some way. Remember that one day you too will be an elder as you draw to your life lessons that make you wise. You can also travel to sacred standing stones, but somebody's blocking that around the world, either physically or spiritually. Meditation or journeying, where you take your spirit or consciousness to the sites, can yield incredible results. So if you can't get there, just imagine the place. You are not limited by your physical body. You can travel to those places at any time and bathe in their healing energy and talk to spirits that reside there. So if you have a fond memory of somewhere or someone you love that's passed or is no longer around, you can go there and have that conversation, imaginary conversation in your head, and it will help you. So listen to what they say, because it's your subconscious and spirit telling you the right thing. Don't listen to negativity. The spirit will never tell you negative things. They will always keep it positive. If they say don't do this, and that is a negative, that's not them. They don't do negatives. Yeah, 24. So this is my Kristen and April card because it's got the butterfly on and 24. It is someone refusing to come out of their comfort zone to transform their energy because it's too hard. They really don't want to do it, but I'm afraid that's the only option for happiness. So the butterfly's life is brief, an expression of beauty that dances upon the breeze and is gone. Its message is to make the most of each day, drinking in the earth's flowering grace. And trust me, everyone that's passed that you love will say to you, do not waste a day. From the moment of its emergence from the cocoon, the butterfly unfolds its wings to the sun. It symbolizes the soul's awakening, expanding to receive the blessings of the divine. You may be feeling trapped within your cocoon, struggling to emerge into the light. Remember that all things happen in their proper timing, divine timing, which we talked about, and trust and be patient. It's happening. Transition, beauty, wonder. Rejoice in the beauty of this world. What is the most wondrous experience you know? What is the perfect moment you can remember? Stick with that, live with that, keep it inside you. It will keep you positive. Thanks for listening. Speak soon. Bye-bye.